Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chicane. We're your hosts,
Brinley
and McKenna. Put the chic in motorsport.
Our goal is to bring you the latest paddock pulp, provide in-depth and unique interviews with fans and your favorite F1 content creators,
and encourage you about learning about the sport in a fun and innovative way.
We hope you stick around and enjoy this week's episode, and if you haven't already, make sure to check out our introduction episode to get to know more about your hosts.
And with that, let's get revving. We have been doing this for enough episodes where it shouldn't be a struggle anymore.
No, we should have it memorized. Like, you would think that with how many times we do it, we'd have it memorized, but no.
But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy watching us trip over our words every week.
And if you do watch our videos, then you can see that we're in a different location. We're painting the podcast room today and, like, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So we're out in the beautiful, beautiful weather.
Getting some fresh air, not surrounded by fumes.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And if you hear little, like, sounds, that's the baby playing with some toys on the side of the camera.
She's here hanging out with us today.
But yeah.
You hear birds chirping.
Yeah. Maybe it sets, like, the kind of mood. I don't know. Like,
yeah, like the birds, the beach.
Yeah.
Miami,
because that's where we are this week.
Whoa.
We have got a full packed episode this week about Miami. It's pre-race. F1 Academy is racing this week. And we have a sprint weekend. Like, there's so much we're going to go over.
It is a jam-packed weekend.
That was a bug in here. So that is the one downside of being outside.
That's true.
So, P1s and ENFs.
All right, so my P1 of the week is, you could probably guess, I went on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so nice. The beaches were beautiful. We went to the Bahamas. And it was so fun. My daughter loved the ocean. It was her first time seeing it, and she loved the pool. She's definitely going to be like a water girl. I can feel it. So that was my P1. My DNF was, I was in Miami last week, guys. And the race is this weekend. And so I was just in Miami on the wrong weekend. And I was like, a part of me was hoping I'd see one of the drivers. And I didn't. So that's like the biggest disappointment, was I like hyped it up in my head that something fun would happen, and I didn't.
But you did go on a cruise, so that's so fun.
But I did go on a cruise, and that was, the food was amazing. I'll just say that.
Yeah. All right. P1, I finished my classes for this sophomore semester, and so I'm graduating this weekend with my AA Associates in graphic design, so I'm excited for that. That's my P1. My DNF is, I have one more final tomorrow, and it's my biology final, so it's one of my harder classes. So a little stressed out about that. Also, DNF, I don't have a dress for graduation. It's on Saturday, and today's Wednesday, so let's hope that I find one today. But yeah, that's my P1s and DNFs. As for paddock pulp, we actually do have a couple today. If you haven't seen, Nico Hulkenberg has been signed a 2025 contract with Kick Saubersteak F1 team.
AKA 2025 Audi.
Yeah. So they have rebranded a lot, but rebranding again. But he will be with them next year, which it hasn't been confirmed on whose seat he's actually taking. But if I had to guess, it's probably Joe's. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's one of the news. The other is Adrian Newey is set to leave Red Bull in early 2025, so early of next year. He is the mechanical engineer, or like, what is his technical role?
I don't know, but he's like, he
designs the car pretty much for Red Bull, and he has these past like 15-ish years, like 12, 15-ish years. One of the main reasons why Red Bull has been so dominant is because of his intelligence and design towards the car.
He's
very talented, very coveted.
Yes.
And so some teams that he has been seen talking to are Aston Martin, Ferrari, and McLaren. But he said he's more open to the idea of Aston Martin and Ferrari. And he also did mention he'd be up for retirement. So there's a slight chance that he might not even go to a different team next year.
They buy all together.
Yeah, so we'll see where that takes him. And then Gunther Steiner is suing Haas. I found this out this morning.
Wow.
The alleged reason being, quote, unpaid commissions from 2021 to 2023 and unauthorized use of his likeness in promotional materials and merchandising. So he wasn't getting paid for all of the
Get that coin, Gunther.
promotion and media that they were using for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it for Paddock Pulp.
Alrighty then. So we had the Chinese Grand Prix. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chinese.
Just 2 weeks ago. We didn't have a race last weekend, so that kind of threw me off.
No, we did, because... Oh, yeah. My time is all thrown off because of the vacation. So, I thought we had a very interesting race.
Yeah, it was pretty
I thought
good.
it was fun. It was good. My predictions didn't stick. Let me just say that. I said that we'd have George, Max, Carlos be our podium. Just wrong.
No.
Just wrong. So my hot take was that Max wouldn't be first place, and that was also wrong. So I just kind of biffed that one a lot.
We actually, like, looking at all of the predictions, we did really bad this race.
We didn't know what to expect, because this
Yeah.
is like only the second race we've had here.
And it was
in a
like
long
5-6 years ago, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, my podium predictions were Hamilton P1, Checo P2, and Ferrari on podium. So I did have Checo on the podium, but he wasn't P2. He was P3, but it's whatever. I'll take it.
And then we had our DNFs, which is very, very sad. Let's just say that. But I said we'd have one DNF, and it would be a Haas. Our DNFs were Yuki, Danny, and Valtteri. Which was, if you know anything about the whole Danny situation, I've been keeping up with Lance.
Yeah.
I will not say anything about it.
Not put our 2 cents on it.
I have nothing nice to say about it.
Yeah. Yeah. My prediction was McLaren, Haas, and then Alex for DNFs. And then I forgot to say my hot take, but my hot take was a non-max sprint win, which did not happen. But Lando was on pole for the sprint qualifying. So that was fun. And then I said double stake points, which we didn't get because Bottas retired, and then Joe didn't get points.
But it was so sweet. He had a special spot to park on the track, and he cried a little bit.
That literally made me tear up.
And I was like, this is kind of like what it's about.
Yeah. And then, like, the whole crowd was chanting his name and everything.
Yeah, it was so sweet.
So special.
So much fun.
Yeah. ASMR.
There's a spider on me.
Oh. Did you get it off?
This episode is sponsored by LaCroix.
If only. Okay, so just talking about the race a little bit. I said for, like, surprising parts of the race, which honestly, now that I think about it, this is not surprising. Ferrari's strategy with, like, pit stops was a little interesting. Carlos was doing pretty good, and so was Charles. And then, like, I don't know, just their strategy was kind of weird. Threw me off. Bottas's engine failure and everything was kind of abrupt. I remember, like, they had to do, like, a replay because the cameras were not on him when it happened. Did Logan start from the pits?
Yes, he did.
Okay, that's what I thought. Which was because they had to fix, like, a part of the engine, which is against the rules, the regulations for something. So then the penalty was he had to start from the pits.
Right.
But, and then, like you had just talked about, Joe's home race, like, everybody cheering for him was just so special.
Yeah.
I loved watching it.
It was a pretty interesting race overall.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was just, like, a lot happening. And a lot of kind of like, wait, something happened over here. And then, like, wait, something happened over here. So that was kind of fun.
Didn't we have, like, 3 red flags? Or 2 red flags? It's been like a week and a half since I watched
I can't remember. We had a red flag for... Well, Logan went off the track.
Yeah.
Am I thinking about the right race? He went off the track like the last couple laps. No, that's a different race.
It was a different race. I don't know, but I remember us having...
That was it.
I want to say 2 red flags. I don't know.
Well, because we had one for...
Because we definitely had a restart.
Yeah. I don't even remember, guys. I was on a plane watching it, so my mind was not on the race at all.
I'm looking it up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting race. Lando was like leading part of the race at one point because of Max pitting, which was really fun for me, at least. But yeah, we can just get into the pit stops, and then we'll get into Miami and all of the information for the race this week.
Okay, let's do it. So, our fastest pit stop, if anyone wants to take a guess, it was Red Bull with 1.9 seconds.
Which isn't bad.
Which is 0.1 second off of the record.
Yeah.
So that's actually a really good pit stop.
Yeah, it was a really good pit stop. This surprised me because I don't remember this happening, but the fastest lap was set by Fernando Alonso at 1 minute 37.8 tenths. And I was like, okay. I don't remember that happening. I don't remember seeing that on the TV, but congrats to him.
I don't remember that either. Yeah. And then our driver of the day was none other than Lando Norris.
What a spectacular drive. I think he said simply beautiful.
Mega drive.
Mega drive. It was also his mom's birthday the day before, so he got on the radio and they were like, "Your P2 mate," and he was like, "Simply beautiful," and then he was like, "Happy birthday, Siska." Happy birthday, Mom. And it was so funny because it's my friend's birthday too, and on the race, and I had like been putting together some stuff for her, and she thought that I got him to say his happy birthday on her radio. Like, her heart dropped when it happened, and I was like, "Girl, I wish."
If only we had that power.
If only I had that power, yeah. But it was still cool. But
Box. All right, so we said earlier we have the F1 Academy race. This is the second race they have, right?
Yes.
This weekend. And so our fun fact today is about the first woman to ever race in Formula One.
Okay.
So her name was Maria Teresa de Phillips. And she was born in Naples in 1926. And she got her start in motorsport as a teenager because her brother made a bet against her that she couldn't drive fast.
Oh.
So she started driving to prove him wrong.
Okay, slay.
And she made her competitive debut in 1948, finishing second in a local hill climb race. And she said that her mom's advice was go slow and win. So a little bit of the tortoise and the hare moment.
Yeah.
It's like a longer race. And then she got into Formula One in 1958, and she initially was supposed to be in the Monaco race, but she didn't qualify. And instead, she qualified 19th for the Belgium GP, and she was racing the Maserati 250F, and she crossed the line in 10th place.
Okay, so she got some points.
Yeah.
Aw, I love that.
So,
what a good fun fact for
Maria.
a cool weekend that we have ahead of us.
Yeah. What kind of like a boss move to be like,
Oh, yeah. Like,
hey, I don't think you can drive fast, and be like, watch me, and then go to Formula One.
yeah. We need some more women in Formula One driving.
Yes.
That'd be so fun. Okay, so a little bit about Miami and this circuit. Crypto.com Miami Grand Prix is the official name of the Grand Prix, and it is hosted at the Miami International Autodrome. So, welcome to the first leg of the North American F1 races. For the third time ever at this track, Formula One is in Miami for their 6th round of racing for the 2024 season. Introduced in 2022, This track is very new for both drivers and the sport alike. Not only will we see a home race for Logan Sargeant, but also Leah Block of F1 Academy. She is not a Floridian native, but she is American, and so this is the closest track that she'll have as a home race.
Yeah.
Excited to see how that goes for both of them.
Yeah, excited for her.
Location.
Okay. So, Miami, Florida, as we've said probably 100 times already. Specifically, we already said that. Kind of. But if you are into football, you will notice the Miami Dolphin Stadium as a part of the track that they drive around.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, they probably again this year, it was where they put all the team hubs, kind of.
Yes.
And so they all were hanging on the field, and they were throwing footballs around, and it was a pretty fun time, actually.
Yeah, they had some F1, not F1. They had some NFL players come and do some drills with them and everything to see if they could do the sport. It was so funny. But yeah, also the surrounding track, part of the surrounding track has fake water to kind of replicate Monaco. That was kind of their goal, was to give a American Monaco-esque feel for this track. So pretty interesting.
Honestly, the feel of the track is very Miami Vice.
Yeah.
It's truly kind of that feeling.
They have DJs throughout the whole weekend that come. They just everything about it. They have fake yachts. It's the weirdest thing, but it's also such a cool vibe, and it gives that Miami
They
feel.
really put a lot into it.
Yeah. As for time, for the North American fans, oh my goodness, we don't have to get up at the crack of dawn for this race. If you are Eastern Standard Time, this race will be at 2 p.m. on Sunday. And if you are on the Pacific side of the country, then it should be at 12 p.m. What? Okay. It should be at 12 p.m. But always check your F1 app to get accurate and correct timing.
And this track is 5.4 kilometers or 3.3 miles. And we have 57 laps and 19 turns.
Yeah, it's quite a lot, I feel like. As for DRS, there are 3 DRS zones and 1 speed trap between the straight of Sector 1, which is between turns 16 and 17. So,
yeah. And so a little bit more about Miami. The Miami Grand Prix website shares the inclusion of Miami onto the Formula One schedule marks the 11th different venue in the United States to host a points scoring round of the FIA Formula One World Championship. Since the series was inaugurated in 1950. Situated in Miami Gardens around the Hard Rock Stadium, the circuit took a little over 12 months to finish, from detailed design to completed construction. Initial planning on the newest venue in Formula One started in the summer of 2019, while the first moment of groundbreaking on the campus was in April of 2021.
So it's a very, very new track, like we said at the beginning, for both drivers and the sport. But it also just adds another leg to the North American races, which will be fun.
I always appreciate a race over here because I get to actually watch the race live. Mm-hmm. And I don't change my sleeping schedule to watch the races because I have a baby, and that would wreck me.
Yeah. I'm a college student, so I'm already up already, so I'm like, whatever.
Which we're having a Miami watch party.
We are?
So, yeah.
On Sunday?
Surprise!
Surprise!
So, I'm doing some planning for that, and it's really fun. We did one last year.
Yeah, I remember that.
I made a fun, blue lemonade and tried to do, very beachy themed stuff.
I brought,
so I'm doing that again.
Strawberry and blueberry dessert, but maybe I should bring, some key lime pie or something. I am invited, right?
Oh, yeah, of course you are.
Okay, the past podium from last year was none other than Max Verstappen, P1, Checo Perez, P2, and Fernando Alonso, P3.
Throwback to when, Fernando took last season by storm in the first couple of races.
Yeah. I was like, I miss his dominance so much. I loved seeing him on podium, but...
Yeah. And, do you want me to take this part?
Yeah.
We didn't have any DNFs last year, but all 3 rookies were at the bottom, and Oscar was lapped.
And Logan too.
Oscar and Logan were lapped.
Yeah. And then Nick DeVries was not lapped, but he was like 88 seconds behind the race leader. And then Lando was P17, so it was not a good race for us.
It was tough.
Throwback to when McLaren was a tractor.
Alpine took their spot.
Oh, that's rough. As for lap record at this track, it was set by Max Verstappen last year at 1 minute and 29.708 seconds. So, see if that gets beaten this year. Maybe even by himself. We don't know. We'll see.
Would not be surprising.
No. Now we'll just get into pre-race predictions. We're going to do pre-race predictions for both F1 Academy and Formula One. So I'm excited for that because this will be their first race for F1 Academy here at Miami, but it'll be their second race of their season. So excited.
Yeah. I didn't put my predictions in.
Oh, do you want me to go then? While you think?
Go.
Okay.
I'll piggyback off of you.
Okay, so we have 2 races, as we discussed in our F1 Academy episode. My podium predictions for race 1 are Leah Block, Hamda Albuquerque, and Chloe Chambers. Some of my favorite drivers, but I really want Leah to win a race, and it would be so cool if she wins it at an American race. So for race 1, that is my podium prediction. And then race 2, I'm going to say Dorian Pin, Abby Pulling, and Maya Woog. Some of my other favorite drivers.
That's good. I like that variety.
Yeah.
I didn't think about this before, so I'm saving time. I'll just agree with that.
It's fine.
I'd like to see it happen.
Yeah. I think with, like, Dorian, we've only seen one race of the season so far, but, like, she dominated it. Like,
won both races.
And then, she got,
Yeah.
But
we talked about that in our F1 Academy breakdown.
Yeah, but, like, even with, like, qualifying, she was amazing. Like, I'm just really excited to see what she does with the rest of the season, so I really want her to have another race win. But
yeah.
And then, what was the other one that I had? Oh, I just did DNFs. We don't see a lot of DNF, surprisingly, in F1 Academy so far. So I'm just going to say 1 DNF due to engine failure in the second race.
Okay.
But I wouldn't wish that on any of the ladies, so
yeah,
hopefully
I'm
that doesn't
excited
happen.
to watch the race.
Yeah.
Last in Jeddah, it was super fun.
Oh, wait, I have the schedule for it, too.
So.
The schedule for this weekend for, like, all of the racing categories that we're going to see. There's a spider on the tablet, on the computer. So Friday, May 3rd, we'll see F1 first and second practice. F1 Academy first and second practice. And then after that will be F1's practice session. And then later that day it will be the F1 sprint qualifying. And then the Porsche Carrera Cup first and second practice. So we have 3 racing categories here this weekend. May 4th on Saturday, we'll have the F1 sprint race, the F1 Academy first race, and then F1 qualifying and the Porsche Carrera Cup first race. Mm-hmm. A lot.
I'm just going to say it. This would be such a fun weekend to go to because there's so much action on track.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just Formula One. And usually every Formula One weekend, there's some other racing series also going on that you can, like, sit and watch, too. Mm-hmm. There was, I forget what was happening in Montreal when we were there. But it was really cool. Yeah.
Usually they have, like, the younger categories, like the feeder series on the same weekend.
So this just sounds like such a fun, filled weekend. There's always something to do, always just so much action and so much energy. Yes.
It's Florida.
Go to the beach at the end of the day.
Yeah. As for Sunday, we have the Porsche Carrera Cup second race. They have 2 races as well as F1 Academy. Then the F1 Academy second race, the F1 Drivers Parade, and then the Formula One race. So very, very packed weekend. Mm-hmm. But
lots of fun stuff to look out for.
Yeah. So what are your hot takes for Formula One's race this weekend?
All right. I'm going to say hot take. I've said this, I'm pretty sure, the last 3 podcasts. But Logan points. I want him to get points
so bad.
So bad. And it would mean so much if it was in Florida or any U.S. race. Mm-hmm. Last year he got points in Texas.
Yeah.
But Miami would just be super special for him. It would be fun to see.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say Checo DNF.
Really?
As my hot
we have
take.
very similar
Really?
ones. Yes.
Did I read yours? I think it was mine.
I said Logan in the points and Checo gets a penalty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so very similar. I don't know why, but I'm getting like Checo vibes.
He's been doing
He's been decent.
good.
Yeah.
But, like, last year, he was kind of, like, he did really good, and then he got, like, on a really rocky kind of towards the end. And so I'm just kind of expecting a slip up at some point from him.
Yeah.
Which is, like, feels mean. But,
I'm not doing that out of, like, the coldness of my heart.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be something with Checo this weekend that's, like, not good.
Yeah. And then, hopefully, Danny points. Because he was on track to get points. And Aston Martin hit him.
Okay. Podium predictions? Because I already went over my hot take.
Classic Max P1.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
And then we're going to go with a Ferrari.
Okay.
Because they've been doing really good. And then a McLaren because they're bringing upgrades.
They are.
A couple of different constructors are bringing upgrades.
I'm so excited.
But I think that they're either going to do really good and get really high, or they're going to kind of struggle figuring it out. And they're going to do, like, really bad. So I'm going to err on the positive side.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say Max P1, Lando P2, and Alonso P3.
Yeah.
I want Alonso back up there fighting for podiums.
Yes. He's so fun to watch. He is.
Okay, DNFs. Do you have any DNF predictions?
I said Checo.
Yes, so that's
DNF.
one.
As a hot take. So there's one. And then I'm going to go... Yuki DNF?
Oh.
Maybe? I'm going to go for 3.
Okay.
And... Lance DNF. Karma is a...
I was thinking of Taylor Swift, but no, you had to go in that direction.
Oh.
Have you watched the video?
We should do a pop culture podcast. Just talk about pop culture. No, I have refrained from watching
it. Okay, sorry. Let's get back to that. My DNF predictions, I'm going to say 2, and I'm going to say Alpine and Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to specify who and who, but I'm going to say Alpine and Mercedes.
That's good.
But yeah, that's all that I have.
I like it.
But yeah. Also, I feel like I should have done this as a disclaimer at the beginning, but I was thinking about titling the episode Florida, like with the exclamation points, because of Taylor Swift's new song. And it says, like, by Taylor Swift featuring Florence the Machine. So I was going to do Florida by Logan Sargeant featuring Chicane, because, like, we're the ones podcasting. But I feel like it might give the wrong vibe that, like, we did an interview with him. So, I don't know. He is not on this podcast.
I'm so sorry, Logan's not here with us today.
We are in Tennessee. He is in Florida. Preparing for the race.
I haven't listened to the album, so I want to on the reference.
Yeah.
But
I only listened to, like, a few of the songs. I wasn't really impressed with it, but that's a hot take.
Oh.
But yeah, I think that's all I have. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so. We're good. We have some exciting stuff coming up.
Mm-hmm. We're going to keep secret for a little
we're
bit.
Excited about, and you should start getting excited about it.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, I'm super stoked for this weekend.
Yeah.
Wishing I was in Miami. I was actually on my phone last night looking at ticket prices, thinking that maybe I could drive down. We could do a last minute little trip. But my husband said no.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I get it. We're trying to save it for Coda.
Yeah. Which I think it looks like we should be able to go. I think.
Yeah.
Which I would be so excited for. I've never been to an F1 race, and I would love to go.
I feel like, now this is coming from an American, but I kind of love how they put so much into the F1 weekends. Like, there's so much that goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, like, other entertaining things
mm-hmm.
when they're not on track. And I know some people absolutely hate it. And it's like the Americanization of Formula One. But it's like, stop gatekeeping it, you know?
Stop gatekeeping. No, I agree. Like, I mean, I haven't even been to a Formula One race, but you see more of like a
Personality.
Yeah, there's like a personality attached to Miami, Vegas, and Coda. Like, I don't know, and they all seem so fun. Whereas, like, I would love to visit like Monza and Silverstone because of the culture and like the history and everything, but you just don't see the same vibe. I don't know. There's not, besides like the other racing categories, there's not much to do at the other tracks that I see from social media.
And it's like, I feel like it's all a part of just a change in culture too. Like, they have social media now, and we get to know more about the drivers on social media, and you can feel more connected to your favorite driver because of that.
Yeah.
And I feel like it all kind of ties together for that, and just makes it so much more fun now than in the past, when it was just racing, which the racing is really exciting and really fun. Yeah. But it's caring about the drivers that makes you feel so passionate about it.
Yeah. Like, the whole trend that we were talking about the other day, the whole trend where it was, like, stand closest to the camera depending on how much you like the driver. Like, for me, it isn't more of, like, I don't like this driver. I don't dislike any of the drivers. I don't hate any of the drivers. It's just more of who I have a closer connection with, I guess. Like, somebody I can relate to. Like, Lando's one of the closer in my age of the drivers, and he does love like art and graphic design and just has like a bubbly personality, and like that's something that I can connect with. Whereas like Checo, he's a little 35-year-old man that has kids, and like I just can't connect with that. Like, there's just certain things that you connect with as a fan to a specific driver. So to clear the air on any of that, neither of us have any hatred towards any of the drivers. We just have preferences.
If you heard smacking just then, I had the mic to Ezra because she started talking.
Always talking when Lando was mentioned. She's trying to grab the mic.
You got a hot take?
Say, if you like Lando.
Oh, I just thought about the fact that one day there's someone her age right now that will be driving the cars in Formula One.
Could it be her?
And it's going to be her.
It's going to be her. She's going to be the first female in Formula 1.
A motorsport mom.
I love that. I'll be part of her team.
She's smiling, so.
Yeah, she's fully on board. This is not against her will, guys. Like,
Max Verstappen project is underway. My favorite trend right now.
That's so funny.
Okay, this is so random, but do you ever see the podcast with the little girl Sailor?
Yes.
She's so cute. She went karting recently. Aww. And everyone's like, Max Verstappen project is happening. And she was like, I'm either going to do this or, I don't remember what she said, but it was like dance or this.
Yeah.
She was like, I can only do one, and it's going to be one or the other.
Aw. She's so cute.
She's the most adorable little girl.
I love the way she talks. It's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's our checkered flag.
Checkered flag.
Bye.